What's the strangest thing that's happened to your child? It started about 3 months ago. I take my son to the same park every Saturday, the old one near the edge of town where the swings creak and the paint on the slide has long since peeled. It's quiet, mostly empty. But every time we went, I began noticing the same man. Middle-aged, clean-shaven, pale. He never brought a kid. He'd sit on the farthest bench with a book in his lap, barely turning the pages, just watching. I figured maybe he lived nearby. Maybe he was lonely. That's what I told myself. After the third or fourth time seeing him, I started paying more attention. He never smiled, never nodded, never moved unless we left. And every time I packed up to leave with my son, I'd spot him rising slowly from his bench and walking in the opposite direction. Once I left early and circled the block, just out of curiosity. He didn't leave the park. He just stood by the swings, staring at where my son had been playing. Something about that chilled me. I mentioned it to a friend who works in law enforcement. He looked into it casually, and that's when things took a turn. 2 days later, he called me, sounding shaken. Told me the man's face matched the composite sketch of an active serial killer wanted in 3 provinces. Always the same pattern. He stalked single parents, watched them for weeks, then made the kid vanish first, quietly. The parent followed not long after. We didn't go back to the park after that, but that didn't stop him. A week later, I spotted him standing across the street from my son's school. Another day, I saw him on the bus, just sitting 2 rows behind me, staring forward like nothing was wrong. I went to the police. They took me seriously this time. Promised protection, promised they'd find him, but every time they searched, he was already gone. Like he knew the exact moment to disappear. And now, tonight, I'm writing this from my living room. My son is asleep upstairs. I was just watching the baby monitor when I saw a shadow move behind the curtain. I got up to check and my phone buzzed. A text, no number, just 3 words. Look behind you. And when I turned toward the dark hallway, he was standing at the end of it, smiling.